What up? And we're back. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. On this episode of Nino Reacts, I got Goldtoes on the Foo Community Podcast on YouTube, and it's a very interesting subject, very touchy to be honest. Basically, in California, I don't want to get too much into the politics and the gangs and prison politics, y'all, but I even asked, that prison guard about this. Like, Cali is so, entrenched with this mentality of the gangs and in prison, and I just find it, I'm gonna be honest, quite odd. In Texas, when someone goes to prison and they come out, we really don't, it really ain't nothing special. We really don't give them any more respect or hold them in high regard because, to be honest, I look at people that go to prison as people that mess up and, losers, to be honest. And I'm just saying, in my point of view, and in Texas, with all family and friends going in and out of prison, I mean, there ain't nothing good about going to prison. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So that's just my perspective. So I asked that prison guard about this, about how California is entrenched with prison politics and gangs. And we touched on that. The video's somewhere on the channel. You can check it out. But I wanted to say that to say this. Goldtoes is from Northern California, okay? There's a history of Northern Cali not getting along with Southern Cali. It's just how it works, right? And it's usually penitentiary, street gangs, whatever. Like I said, I don't want to get into that. I'm not trying to talk about that, and I'm not trying to disrespect none of that, right? I'm just over here on this channel doing a reaction. But the point is this, though. Will Goldtoes be the one that helps unite Northern and Southern Cali? Because there's a separation. And I don't want to get too much into the stuff, like I said, into the weeds, but, I always thought about this. Could Goldtoes do it? He signed Swifty Blue, a rapper from the southern side, not the other side, like Swifty says, right? And that was pretty monumental. And I've seen comments on YouTube of people talking down on Goldtoes for dealing with the Southerners, even though he's from Northern Cali and whatnot. And that's a whole nother can of worms. Like, what's up with social media and entertainment? Are we going to apply prison politics and gang politics to the entertainment industry and to media and to even YouTube? That's another story for another day, y'all. Sorry for I'm being long-winded, but that's on my mind. I think about it. This clip, they talk about Swifty Blue and about Northern and Southern California. Let's check it out.
Oh, man.
I want to circle back real quick.
Yeah.
How did you go about, because you said you got a lot of acts, and then we talked about one of the acts going on tour, one of the homies and shit. How did you go about getting involved with Swifty and Grifo? How did that come about?
Man, they just tapped in. They just got in like everybody else. They seen the movement. Grifo just got in, and he seen the business was good, and he kept his music here at GT Distribution.
And real quick, that's what Goto does. He does music. He distributes the music, and he's open to working with anyone at this point. And like I said, gang and prison politics, is that going to interfere with business? Just a question.
Absolutely.
Swifty, the same thing.
So they reached out to you, or you reached out to them?
No, there's an app you can fill out right on the IG.
Yeah.
You go in there, fill out the app, put your name in there, you get your account. My staff gets at you, and that's it.
Boom.
Simple. I think Grifo had brought him up to us.
That's dope.
Yeah, Grifo had brought him up to us.
Grifo.
Swifty Blue, real quick, man. I like Swifty Blue. He's an interesting character, and I think I even wrote in one of his comments. I think he even liked it or pinned it on one of his posts. I said, bro, man, if you can get out of Cali, you know what I'm saying? If you can get out of Cali or out of your area, whatever, man, you can go really far. And I truly mean that, because it's kind of like what the Lord Jesus said. He said that a prophet won't be accepted in his own hometown. I think a lot of people would do best if they get out of their hometown, especially when they got the juice and got some momentum behind them. And I told Swifty Blue that on a comment, and I think he liked it or pinned the comment. I said, bro, you got potential, bro. Big time potential. If I were you, I'd get the heck out the city for real. That's what I told him, y'all. That's just being honest from an outside perspective. Me living in Texas, not dealing with gang, street, prison politics whatsoever, outside looking in. That's the advice I gave him. So Swifty Blue, y'all, he's okay in my book. He's a character. He even says he's a character. Kind of reminds me of Charleston White, a character on the internet. And I think the guy can go far if he, kind of separates himself from any dangerous activity or areas. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep your head on the swivel and be very careful. But let's continue.
Swifty's the homie, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, hold on.
What I was going to say is, there's been, it's a California tradition of the tension from up there and down here, and you know what I'm saying? So how did you calculate any of that into your negotiation process with these fine gentlemen?
I didn't. I did business. Get your music
he didn't calculate, right? I mean, think about it. Across the board, he treated them, I would say, right from his answer, fair. Just like a singer from Houston or a singer from New York. Because he lays it down right here in a minute, y'all, why he can be fair across the board, because the way he just conducts business in general. But check it out, though. I like how he said that. He didn't have to, do anything different, but just keep doing what he does.
In here, let me tell you how to get this money, and let's keep pushing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Totally feel it.
That's it, man. It's real simple. I mean, I have a distribution company and I have a service, especially to my Latin community, to put my people on.
Hell yeah.
And I'm getting to a point. I'm 50 years old, man. You know what I'm saying? So for me to come at anybody, go through my my list, and if they're Mexican, I got to be, hey, homie, what gang are you from? You know what I'm saying? That'll be very unprofessional in my company. I'd probably fold.
Exactly.
Right? And think about it. Say he's almost 50. One day, God willing, I'll be a grandfather. You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy, y'all, that this mentality of the streets and gangs, it just permeates our culture, our lives like this, y'all. It's just crazy. I don't know why it's like that. Like I said, I believe California is more, tougher with that kind of stuff, but salute Gotoes with this answer. I really like how he conducted himself with the whole interview, but especially here and other parts. Let's continue.
Don't be shit. You know what I mean? So
I totally feel that.
For me to be successful, I have to keep going. I understand the politics.
I'm proud of you.
And I'm not gonna be how can I say this? I'm very respectful on everything I do.
Yeah.
And as long as I conduct myself with respect, hey, I'm gonna be okay.
That's the key. That's what I'm saying. As long as he, does business respectfully, he's already like a vet in the game, y'all. He knows what he can and can't do. You know what I'm saying? He's already well seasoned in all this. In I've heard his story before. I would love to have Gotoes on the podcast. That'd be a dream of mine, to be honest. I really respect the man and his business and his story. I've heard his story a couple of times. I think I heard it on American Cholo, but man, this guy has been through it. He came from San Francisco. That's where he represents the Mission District, and this guy just has a good head on his shoulders. I really respect the man, and like he said, y'all handle it with professionalism, with respect, and you can get far in life. I like that. As a man, I respect that, and I can appreciate that. Amen.
You mad at that?
It's gonna be all right, guys.
Did you catch any flack for it? Because I know it went semi-viral or whatever.
Of course, there's gonna be things here and there. But at the end of the day, man, I'm a man. I'm gonna walk on my own.
Yo.
And I'm gonna continue to do so. I'm a person that can make things happen, and I believe everybody should have that opportunity to be able to engage into a business relationship.
Exactly.
If I can make things happen, and not only that, man,
it makes sense.
I'm also trying to put positive messages out. I'm not about I can always influence somebody to say something different or talk different. Maybe not. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. All I could do is be Julio Goldtoes and be the best version of myself. Every day I'm trying to be better, bro. We all got issues. We all got problems. I ain't the perfect mother out there.
Yo.
And but God put me in this position, and I'm blessed to be in this position. I'm so blessed. What I look like doing damage out there. What I look like doing. I gotta keep my. I want when I go to heaven, I want golden wings. I don't want the white wings.
Let's go.
I like that.
Flossed.
Is there any other Southern artists that you'd like to work with or that you think about putting on? Is it more of a application process, or are you putting on homies too?
I'm not just like.
Real quick, I want to touch on that, man. That's just amazing. I'm probably going to end the video there, but to be honest, wow, great point. He knows he probably can't change the world. He would like to, I would imagine, but some of this stuff, like I said, it's just entrenched in the DNA, in the soil, y'all. This is how it is. I got to be honest, And salute Gotoes for a hell of an answer, great answer. And I respect the man, like I said earlier. And you could tell, man, he has a good head on his shoulders. And like I said, man, it's like me too. I got haters, whatever, but how's it going to look, me, someone at my age with multiple companies, what I'm saying, trying to be professional, to be beefing with people or to be acting like a fool. Amen. So I salute Gotoes. That was a heck of an answer. I totally love that. Let's continue a little bit further, and then we'll wrap this up.
Looking for y'all. Want y'all. Man, I'm here. People want to sign up. Man, it's there. Sign
Simple.
up. Let's go.
I feel you.
And if you end up getting through the door just like everybody else, Texas, I got East Coast stars. I got Latin Kings. I got Vice Lords, Gangster Disciples. I got Chicago. Shout out my boy Mike Murder, you know what I'm saying? Front North City Records, you know what I'm saying? I got my boy King Squad out there in the Bronx. We got Miami. I got people in Kansas City, Denver, Omaha, I got people in Germany, and you know what I'm saying? So it's like if you want it, just like anything else, you like when I look at people and I want to target them, like if somebody, it's like just right now, I'm targeting some publicists and I'm targeting some big investors. I'm targeting them, meaning I am keying in on them because there's something that they can do that I want.
Wow.
And I got to be able to tap in with them. And it's the same thing for anybody that's trying to tap in with me. I'm a keying in on him, and I'm going to try to get this knowledge that Toes may have to give me so I can be better at what I do. I specialize in the music business, especially the rap business.
Hell yeah, you do.
And more so, probably the Latin rap business.
Absolutely.
You feel me? I specialize. Yes, I know there's politics. Okay, we got to do a certain thing. You guys got to work a certain way. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Period.
Have you ever come in any conflict with that shit?
I've always had conflict throughout my whole life.
Let's go. Let's go.
That's a generalized
I've always been in
answer.
trouble ever since school.
That's what my wife said. Someone wrote my wife said, "Man, I didn't know your husband was Nino. Tell Nino to keep going. I love what he's doing. Forget the haters or whatever." And my wife wrote her back and said, "Girl, I've been with this man since we were 15. He's been hated all his life. So I can relate to that. Basically been in conflict all my life, man. Salute Toes with that answer too. Let's continue." My bad, y'all.
Oh no, the kid sitting in front of the principal's office. You know what I'm saying? So, I resolve a lot of problems in the black and brown communities, black communities as well. I'm very tied into the black community from LA to the Bay.
That's right.
We're tied in with the main people, the people that count, and H-Town, Texas. Like
Black and brown.
I feel growing up in Diamond Heights, that gave me that. It just gave me that flavor. It gave me that swag. I always
San
had
Francisco.
it, and I can go right into a black community, fit right in. Like I'm just.
Wow.
It's always been that way.
Yeah.
It's just what it is. Like I said, I've been blessed with that.
So how do you feel about Chicano saying the N-word and all that?
And we'll wrap it up right there, y'all. Basically, that's another thing that I forgot to even touch on. He's a legend as far as bringing the black and brown community. Thiz Latin, black and brown, Gotoes. He's just a legend, y'all. And, man, I really like this interview. Good job, Foo Community. Gotoes, man, I salute you. And to be honest, I'm going to be dropping a little bit of music myself, and I was going to hit him up too. Hit the IG and throw some stuff. And like he said, he likes people that invest in themselves. I'm an oil man. I invest in myself. So that is kind of the route I'm going. Little tidbit at the end of the video, y'all. Let me know in the comments if you think I have what it takes to make it or not. But anyways, like I said, I digress. Gotoes, a legend. And if you think about it, I don't know if he can bring North and South California together, but he has already helped bridge the gap between brown and black, individuals from the Bay, like I said, from the Bay to LA to H-Town. So we'll keep an eye on Gotoes, y'all. Like I said, I would love to have him on the podcast one day, fly him in here, who knows, right? But basically, this is just an episode of Nino Reacts. Went kind of long, y'all, but this guy has a lot of game, and I truly respect Gotoes, and I think it's an interesting interview on the Foo Community. I'll put it down here in the comments. You can check it out. I'll link it. But with that, y'all, that's the episode of Nino Reacts. Thanks for watching. Thanks for giving me your time. God bless, and I'm out.